we're gonna put the timer on it, we'll give you.
I gotta walk in.
We'll give you 6.5.
6 minutes? I might do less than that.
Alright.
So, oh, we're just calling you Joe, yeah?
I'm Hector. Oh, Joe,
You're
Joe,
Hector.
Joe,
Oh,
Joe,
Joe.
fine.
You're Hector.
I'll be anything.
Alright, hi Hector, my name is Thomas. I'm one of the nurses from Johnny Care. How are you doing today?
Okay.
Alright, is it okay if I sit down
Yeah.
here? Alright. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know why my wife has allowed this to happen,
Okay.
to come here today.
Now when you say this to happen, would you
I don't know
mean
why
that-
you're here.
Okay. What's been going on, over the last few days, or what's been going on with you over the last few weeks or a few months?
Well, I have cancer. And it looks like I am going to die soon.
How does
That's
that?
that.
Yeah. How does your journey through cancer make you feel right now?
Well, I'm pretty helpless.
Okay.
I went in 4 months ago because I was sick to the doctor. He told me to go to the emergency room. I was throwing up, and then they said you have stage 4 pancreatic cancer. And I really, that's all I know.
Must have been hard to hear that, I would imagine.
It was terrible. I have 2 children, and they're young. And I am not ready to die and not see them grow up.
Now, how old are they?
They're 5 and 10.
What are their names?
They're Karen and Joe.
Now, do they know what's been going on with
Yeah.
your journey?
Well, I mean, the older one is 10, so, you know, he knows what's going on. And my younger daughter, I think that she is concerned because I feel angry all the time. I'm not as nice to her. She's a little bit afraid to come by me, I think.
It's going to be difficult for them.
Yeah.
Now, how much do they know about the cancer? How do
So
they know?
the older one, I mean, my wife is, you know, does this type of thing. She works with, you know, people who are sick, and so she's been great. I don't know how much you're supposed to tell a 5-year-old. I don't know how you're supposed to tell a 5-year-old.
Right.
No one seems to know that answer.
That's something that certainly we can help you all as a family kind of navigate this for them. So take me back to your journey before the cancer. Were you working, all was well, or were you
Yes.
having some trouble back then?
I don't remember ever being sick until I went to the doctor. I mean, I'm busy. I have you know, like everyone right now, we work 60 hours a week.
Sure,
I don't know if I even noticed that I was sick.
And then you got to a point where you started having
I had
vomiting,
one day
pain.
that I felt so sick that I had to go to the doctor, and he said, "You are vomiting too much. You have too much nausea. You got to go to the hospital." And I went there, and they admitted me, and then they said, "You will have cancer." And they said, "It's late in the game, and there's nothing we can do." So
And since then, what's been going on? This pain, nausea, vomiting, anything that's been of concern to
I
you?
take medicine so I don't notice the nausea that much, but I am in pain all the time. It's just always, it's in my guts, it's in my back, I don't like to move.
Has the pain medication been helping when you take it?
Yeah, I get tired.
Sleeping well?
No. I'm tired, but I can't sleep. I barely slept last night. And the pain gets really bad at night.
And we can help address, that's why I'm here, part of the reason why I'm here is to help address some of the concerns that you might have. Do you have any other concerns that we could address with you?
I really don't want this. I want to do this. They have this trial that they said. They have evidently my doctor said I can't do any chemotherapy or radiation, I'm too far gone. It's in my bones and my lungs now. But there's a trial, I don't know what the hell that means, but there's a trial, and they said that, so that's what I keep on thinking of. I think it starts in like 2 weeks or something like that.
And you've had this discussion with the doctor, you already enrolled, it's something that you're looking
I don't know
forward to doing.
where we are in that level, I have no idea. I know he said there's a trial, 2 weeks, think about it, and then you came here, I don't know why we're giving up at this point.
You're not necessarily giving up. You know, as far as the trial is concerned, it's something that you would have to have a discussion with the physician and figure out whether that's something that will be helpful to you. In the event that the trial ends, or it's probably not successful, or it doesn't benefit you, that's where we would come in and to kind of alleviate some of the problems that you might have at home, some of the symptoms that you might have at home, help you with the pain management. We have different programs that we can offer you. There's a program they call palliative care that will be of use to you while you're undergoing through the trial. And there's also something that we call hospice.
What was that thing you said?
There's a program called palliative care that you can be enrolled in while you're still receiving the trial. And that will be very helpful to manage your pain and some of the symptoms that you might be experiencing. There's also hospice.
I don't want to hear about hospice.
And I understand. It's a tough one.
But the palliative care is, no one told me that you did that.
Yes, we do. We have other programs, actually. There's palliative care, there's hospice, and there's something we call care choices. So we have
What's
different
Care
range. We have different range of services. So care choices gives you choices while you're still undergoing your treatments. It's a hospice-like service that still allows you to receive some of the hospice-like benefits while you're still undergoing some of the aggressive treatment.
That might be good. That might be good.
That might be something that we might maybe consider. It might be something that will be helpful to you.
I like that.
Yeah. So we can talk about that some more if you would be interested. That is something that we would need to talk to your physician and get the okay to do that.
Saved by the bell.
Yeah. How did that go?
I think it went good.
I think there was a lot of dialogue
Yeah.
between the patient and you, Thomas.
I like them when they talk more than I am. I like that. Then I don't have to talk too much. Yeah. Then I could feel the connection as we went along. Yeah. I always say if I'm talking more, then it's not going well. I like it when I'm hearing more and I'm asking more.
Yeah.
You know what I like what you did, Thomas, and I realized I didn't ever do it. You explained why you were there.
Right.
I just went into like, hey, how you feeling? Like I didn't even talk about my role and what we could do to help. So you set that up to let him know, even though he didn't ask. Or did you? You might have.
I said, I don't know why you're here.
Yeah.
Okay.
He kept saying he doesn't know why I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I knew
felt
why
like he
he
didn't
was
want
here.
me there. Yes.
I didn't want you to.
I know. But I could feel he didn't want me there, so I had to kind of.
Yeah,
pull
Joe's
it.
attitude on this one was a little bit different.
Yeah.
You know, he was a little more direct.
Direct.
You know,
Yes.
why are you here? Why
Yes.
you bothering me?
What is
do
that?
you need from me? Type
Yes.
deal.
Yeah.
You know, but I thought you did a great job establishing the timeline. You know, of how he was a couple of months ago. How are things now? How is things progressing? You know, I like that.
Yeah.
Easy.
Because then I knew when to come in.
How do you
When
make
I
you
go
feel,
for the
Joe?
jugular is when I come to
Comfortable,
town. Yeah.
nervous.
Well, so in the beginning, I was not mad at you, I was mad at my wife for setting up this
Right.
appointment.
Yes.
So I was kind of, when we were talking about her, I wasn't sure if we were ever going to get to that, like how you ended up being there. But I was angry and you did really good at not getting angry. The one thing I would have liked is that when I became interested in palliative care, to have more of a conversation. You had a sentence that you said, and I would have liked to have heard more about experiences of what I could expect from that. Because that was, I don't know if you noticed when you said,
I felt a little, because I knew, and I just wanted to mention the 3 services, right?
Right.
Because I knew I had to slide that in there and kind of pigeonhole you into what I think would be benefiting you despite what you wanted. I know you kind of wanted palliative care, but I said, palliative care might not benefit you as much knowing where you are. Care choices might be something of benefit to you. But again, you know, in a timed environment, I mean, know, if I have more time, usually I go into those.
If you had more time, what would you have done? When I became interested in something,
I knew you weren't quite hospice, I could sense you didn't
and I also
want.
said I didn't want.
But I needed to just throw that in there, right? It's because it's something that's gonna come up, it might not come out now, it might not be something that benefits you now, you're eligible for now while you're going through the trials, but there's a hospice-like benefit called care choices that will be of benefit to you. That's really what I wanted to get to.
And it's
I know.
okay to say too, you know,
Yeah.
if you feel like somebody wants palliative care, but you know, it's just not gonna meet their needs, I've said to patients and families, I respect your
Right.
desire for that, but I'll be honest, that's not gonna meet your needs. I see what you need, I see what's important, and this isn't gonna, I'll be doing you a disservice by saying that this is the right way to go, and then say, you know, we could try talking about care choices. It's a little bit more, but not as much as hospice,
Yeah.
kind of in between.
I like the challenge, Joe. He was very direct with me, and I felt like
That's
we
good.
were kind of going.
He saw you coming.
One thing I will also add is that in the very beginning, you didn't react to my anger. Your voice didn't get louder, and you didn't get quicker. But at the end, you did get a little bit quicker, and you did get a little bit louder, and you did not give me as many breaks. So I saw something
Okay.
that was different.
Okay.
And I'm not sure if in letting me lead to the other place for a while might not have made it easier.
Okay. Yeah. I see.
But you did great.
Yes.
And at the end too. Good job.
Thank you.
And remember, even though we have a 5